workout. It's a 30-minute class, so it's nothing too crazy, but by the end, you'll definitely get a good balance. So we'll go ahead and begin. Let's go ahead and we'll start with our alternating marches here. And I usually like starting with something like this. Very, very subtle, just to get your legs nice and warmed up. Again, nothing crazy with this movement. Turn this down a little bit so I can hear myself. All right, very good. So go ahead and rest on that one. We're going to work our arms a little bit now, just moving our arms all the way up to the side and then all the way back down. Good, nice and controlled. Reach up and down. And we're trying to go as high as we can without pain. So if there's any issues with this, you can go a little more shallow on the movements. You don't necessarily need to reach quite as high. All the way up and down. Good. One more time. Up and down. So this next one we're going to do is going to involve the same movement, but we're going to be reaching and touching below as well. So we'll start touching below. We're going to reach all the way up. Good. Down, touch, and up. Good. Go ahead and do 2 more here. Finish those movements. Good. Go ahead and finish 1 more all the way at the top. All the way down. I'll join you for the last one. Very good. We'll sit up nice and tall once again. We're going to work our lower back now with some chair twists. So just gently reaching side to side, back and forth here. This is kind of a selfish stretch. Actually, my lower back is feeling some type of way today. So I'm taking advantage of this, but I'm sure you all enjoy it too. So nice and easy back and forth here. Good. Let's go ahead and hold now just on one side. Slowly reach. Take a breath. Good. All the way to the other side. One more time. Take a breath. Very good. And relax. Very nice. Last warm-up, we're going to finish with our different rolls of our body. Go ahead and stick one foot out. Just going to get a nice little roll with our ankle all the way around. Good. And really try to keep that leg nice and locked into position when we're doing this. Very nice. Go ahead, repeat on the other side. Legs straight out. Reach that foot and get a nice, good roll with that ankle. Okay, next one we're going to do. We're actually going to stick our opposite leg out again. This one's not going to involve our ankle. What we're going to do is think about straightening our leg as hard as possible. So I really want you to think about pushing. And if you feel your hand right here on your leg, you should feel that muscle be working really hard, okay? So straighten that leg, keep holding, keep holding, keep holding. You're literally thinking about straightening it, bringing it up as high as you can. Good. Go ahead and relax, relax. Hopefully towards the end of that, there was a little burn, nothing too crazy, but feeling that muscle. We're going to repeat on the other side, same exact thing. Straighten that leg as much as possible. Think about bringing that toe up towards the sky, keeping a nice straightness through there. Again, if you feel your hand on that leg, you'll probably should be able to feel those muscles work nice and good. And relax. Very nice, very nice. Go ahead and move your hands up to your shoulders here. We're going to move right into our shoulder rolls in this position all the way around. Big shrug all the way down. Good. Really exaggerating that movement in all directions. Nice and controlled in this position. Very good. Go ahead and allow those hands to come down. For this next one, make sure you're close towards the edge of that chair. We're going to do our hip circles. So you're going to gently tip your body towards one side and then slowly go all the way around your chair in a nice big circle as far as you comfortably can. Okay, as far as you comfortably can, all the way around. Nice and controlled. Again, remember, if there's any pain with these, you can go around the pain. Don't necessarily need to go through it. Very nice. Go ahead and repeat on the other direction. Same exact thing. Nice and easy. All the way down. Good. One more time. Very good. Go ahead and relax. Last warm-up we're going to do here is our neck rolls. So in your good posture position, chest out, shoulders back, going to allow that neck to move all the way around your body, nice and controlled. Reaching that guy all the way around. Again, if there's any pain, try to go around the pain, those movements. Very good. Go ahead and repeat on the other side. Same exact thing. Very good. Go ahead and rest on that one. Okay, so this next portion of class, what we're going to do is a little bit of core strength and a little bit of quickness with our feet. Our first core strength exercise is going to be a march, but what we're going to do is bring the foot up. We are going to then extend it out, trying to keep our knee nice and straight, and then slowly bring it back down, okay? Bring it back, then we're going to repeat on the other side. Up, out, slowly back down. You'll probably notice the hardest portion of this is when it's straight out like this. That's where we're really going to be intentional here and try to squeeze through our legs to work our core, work those muscles. Squeeze, control down. Very good. Up, down. Very nice. Let's do one more time on both sides. Kick slowly down. Good. Knee up, out, and down. Very nice. Okay, so the next portion of this, we want to make sure we're towards the edge of our chair as far as we can, okay? That's going to give us the most bang for our buck. This is going to be a core exercise. What we're going to do after that is trying not to hold on to anything, slowly reaching back. I have my hands in front for kind of a counterbalance, slowly leaning back in our chair just until we actually touch the back of that chair. Then we're going to use our tummy muscles, our core muscles, to allow us to sit up nice and tall, okay? So I have my hands out in front kind of as a counterbalance. That's going to help the movement just a little bit. If you want to make it really tough, you can take those hands out of it and sit up. Good. Obviously, the slower you go, the more controlled work is going to be on those core muscles, so it's going to be a little more challenging. You can even challenge yourself further by holding that position at the back for 5, 10, however long you want. Really, however much you hate yourself for today, you can hang back there. It's really going to work that core. Let's do one more slow repetition all together. I'm going to count down from 10, okay? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Sit up nice and tall. Excellent job. Maybe you can sit back up in position. Take a breath. Excellent work. Excellent work. We're going to finish with 2 quickness drills with our feet. For those of you who are new, I like doing quickness drills because they can improve your ability to catch yourself from falls if we move quickly. So I like doing some from our seated position. Today we're going to do our imaginary log hop. So for beginners, start and basically act like you have a log in front of you, okay? So I say a log, it could be a hurdle, but you're going to use your imagination and just have something that you're hopping up and over. So some type of object. I don't know why I always think of a log, but log hops. I think it's just catchy. I don't know. Good. So going nice and slow at first, feeling this position out. Okay, we're going to do 10 seconds now as quickly as possible, trying to keep that same tap back and forth fast as we can. Go, 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 go. 3, 2, and 1. Very nice, very nice. Go ahead, take a breath, make sure you're feeling okay. We're now going to turn that log, turn that object so it's going up and down in front of us. So now we're going to go side to side with those hops, okay? Same exact movement. Slow at first. Again, I usually like to do about 10 seconds just to feel out the movement, see how we're going. Now we're going to increase the speed as fast as we can, back and forth. Go, 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 go. Move those feet fast, 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 and break. Very nice, very nice. Okay, since we're warmed up a little bit, we're going to now move up into our standing position, work our balance and stability a little bit, see how steady we are today. Okay, so for warm-ups, we're going to go through our balance progressions. These are, again, kind of a starter to just see how we are on our feet today. So I like to start with feet hip width apart. In this position, then we're just going to slightly lean towards our right, lean towards our left. We can lean then forward and backwards. And this is kind of, again, just to assess where we are. Is this difficult for us? Is this easy? It's a good place to know how you're doing on your feet. Your balance can change day to day. Okay, next progression is bringing both feet together. Once you reach that position, same exact thing. Right, left, forward, backward. Again, we're going through these progressions gently, very slowly. Nothing too crazy. Very good. Okay, next portion of the progression is going to a slightly staggered feet or a semi-tandem hold. Once you reach that, same exact thing. Left, right, forward and backward. Nice and controlled. Wherever you are at. Again, this is maybe where you're going to feel a little bit iffiness with your balance, and that's just something to take note of. Is this is kind of my level for today. Okay, last portion of this balance progression is going to be a heel to toe. So if you are able to do this, that's great. If you can't, that's okay too. Have your hand near that chair. That'll give you some extra reassurance, and we're going to move into that left and right, forward and backward once again. This is going to be very difficult, most difficult one out of our progression. So tread lightly on this one. Be nice and careful. Okay, go ahead and come out of that position. We're going to repeat again on the other side. So we're going to go through all those progressions again. The first ones are fairly straightforward again. So hip width, left, right, side to side. We're going to go through these first ones pretty quickly. Feet together, forward, backward, side to side. Very good. Now we're going to move into staggering our feet in the opposite direction to make sure we get equal balance work and equal work through our muscles. Right, left, forward, backward, side to side, however you look at it. Very good. And relax, very good. Last one, just like the last time, we're going to move into a full tandem or full heel to toe position. Right and left, forward and backward. Again, remember when we're doing this one to have your hands near that chair in case you need it to hold on to. You can even kind of float on the chair the entire time and use it as reassurance and assistance throughout the whole movement. Okay, very good. So what we're going to base off now is to remember which variation was difficult for us. So if doing this together was kind of iffy on your balance, that's where I want you to stay. If doing it in a staggered stance or a semi-staggered stance was iffy, that's where I want you to stay. Go wherever was sort of difficult for you, okay? Once you find that position, we're going to have our hand near our chair and we're going to work into an eyes closed hold, okay? So that's why it's important to have one that was sort of difficult, because closing our eyes are going to make it even more difficult. Find whatever variation you are at. We are then, with our hands near our chair, going to close our eyes nice and carefully. And again, feel free to kind of hold on to that chair and just tap it. I call it like fluttering. You can tap it continuously. Very good. Go ahead and open your eyes. If you did have your feet in a staggered position, stagger them the other way. If they were just together, just keep them in the exact same position. We're going to do one more set of our eyes closed hold, whatever variation you're at. Same exact thing. Whenever you are comfortable, go ahead and close your eyes. Very good. 5 more seconds. Good. And relax. Very nice. Okay. This next one, what we are going to do is a tap behind. Okay. So you're going to start with feet hip width apart. And then you are going to, it's kind of like a bowler's tap. You're going to tap behind one side, back to the front, behind the other side, back to the front. So it's kind of like a tap dancing, square dancing move, I guess you could say. I don't know. I don't really dance, so I just say it's a fun move. Maybe I do dance now. Maybe I should dance. But we're going to start nice and slow at first. And the big thing about this is I want you to just tap. the back of your toe. So you're not really leaning into it. You really want most of your weight in that leg that's stable. So about 80% of your weight is usually what I like to say. Beautiful. Okay, we worked our quickness earlier. We're going to do the same exact thing with this movement. So instead of going nice and slow, now we're going to do it just as fast as we did on the ground. Be sure you're tapping lightly though. You almost want to feel like you're tapping the top of an egg and you're trying to make it not crack. So you're moving quickly, but you're also moving precisely. Moving precisely. Good. Okay, go ahead and rest in that position. Let's all take a breath. Make sure we're feeling okay. We're going to now move into a split stance position. So one foot's going to be way far out in front of the other one. Much further of a step than what you would normally walk in, I should say. In this position, that front knee is going to be slightly bent. Next, what you're going to do, put both of your hands out in front of you. And this might already be a little iffy on your balance. That's okay. What we're going to do now is a slow turn towards one direction. Go as far as you can. Slow turn towards the other direction. And I'm going to show you a variation now with my hand kind of on my chair in case this is more comfortable for you and something that you want to try. You do the exact same motion with your hand out. Good. Very nice. Go ahead and come up out of that position now. Feel free to flip sides if you were holding on to a chair, as this will allow you to essentially hold on to the other option. Other leg out in front. It's going to be nice and bent for me. Again, make sure that step is exaggerated. It should be a little further than you're normally used to walking and comfortable. Hands out in front or hand out in front, whatever variation is comfortable for you. Gently reach towards one side, nice and controlled. Reach towards the other side, nice and controlled. Good. Looking good, everyone. Looking good, looking good. Good. Go ahead and come up out of that side. Very nice. Go ahead and move back to the other direction if you were holding onto the chair. Again, it doesn't particularly matter if you weren't. Now what we're going to do is a combination movement. So this is going to be, I'm going to show you kind of the tougher variation, and then I'll show you an easier variation. So this is going to involve two things. The first one is going to be bringing your knee up, and then you're going to bring the leg back, and then do a mini lunge, okay? So you're going up and then back. If you're able to do this really good, you can bring that knee up super high and then come down into an even deeper lunge. But if you can only bring it up a little bit and then bring it back, that's okay too. It's a very demanding balance movement. So only bring the leg up and back as far as you comfortably can, okay? It's kind of your own level. Just make sure you're getting a little bit of bend in that front knee when you're coming back. It's going to be the most important thing. Good. Let's do one more repetition. Up, down. Good. Go ahead and rest. Let's all take a breath. Make sure we're feeling okay. That's a lot of work on that one muscle. We're going to repeat on the other side. Probably switch sides because this one is a little bit more tougher on your balance. So we should hold on to something or be near something, you know, feel free to feather it. Just like the last one, bring that knee up as high as you comfortably can. And then you're stepping backwards, bending that front knee. One of the big things with balance is that stepping backwards is very, very difficult. So it's a good thing for us to practice. And then also we're getting some good leg strength in our quads, our glutes, and everything that helps keep us stable too. So up and slowly back. Good. Again, remember only up and as back as far as you comfortably can. It's your own level. Good. Go ahead and relax. Let's everybody come to the top. We're going to take 3 big breaths. That was a lot of work on those muscles all at once. Good. One more breath. Good. Let's do one more. And good. Okay, so we're going to finish with a little bit more mild stuff. Still going to do some strengthening though. Go ahead and bring both of your feet together. We're going to do some calf raises, but with a narrow base, okay? So normally calf raises, we would have our feet kind of in a hip width position. We're going to bring in our base a little bit. This is going to make it a little bit more tougher to actually hold on to. So calf raises, coming up on our tiptoes, slowly down, up on our tiptoes, slowly down. And remember, when we're doing this, try not to lean forward by bending your knees. Keep your knees locked, okay? Keep your knees locked the whole time, all the way up, all the way down. We'll do one more time. And relax. Very nice. So this next one, we're going to do the opposite. This is going to be a toe raise. This one is very, very challenging on your balance. Have your hand near that chair in case you need it. All you're going to do is bring your toes up off the ground, slowly down. I look forward a little bit. It makes it a little bit easier to actually get those toes up and down. But it's really challenging your center of gravity, being able to basically balance yourself on that really tiny bit of your feet. That's kind of what we're shooting here for. Back. Good. Good. Okay, very nice. Everybody, let's find a straight line. We're going to finish with kind of our tightrope walking variation. So it doesn't matter. It can be looking side to side. If it can be going forward, backward, it doesn't particularly matter. And we're going to start with our tightrope walks. So I always say tightrope walks because it kind of reminds me like going on a tightrope. You can have your chair near you too. I forgot to mention that. You can bring it kind of to the side. So make it a little bit more easier and kind of something you can hold on to. But you're going forward and backward with your foot. Again, lightly tapping, lightly tapping. This one particularly, we're trying to keep most of our weight in one leg. Good. Yes, yes, slightly different. So usually I'll say heel to toe walk will be when we're walking, and then tightrope walk I kind of like saying like just in one place because I don't know, just circus. It's like childhood stuff. Tightrope walking. Let's go ahead and switch feet. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, no. Maybe next time I'll bring one of those things. It'll make it a little easier for us. We can all just share one. Go ahead and switch on the other side. Again, lightly tapping that foot back and forth. Lightly tapping that foot. Good. All are doing super, super great. In about 10 more seconds here. Good. Go ahead and relax on that position. Very nice. Double check our time. Okay, perfect. We're going to finish with one more drill. One more drill. What I want you to do is we're going to focus on standing on the leg we weren't just working on. Okay, so if you were just doing heel to toe taps on your right leg, move to your left leg now. Okay. What we're going to do is a single leg RDL. This is one of the more challenging drills we do. All you're going to do for this one, having your hand near that chair, slowly reach down, one leg straight back, touch the top of your chair, and then stand up nice and tall, ideally without bringing that foot down. So if you notice my foot's kind of in the air the whole time, that's going to be kind of your prescribed or more difficult version. If you do need to check yourself with that foot, that's okay too. Also, we have that chair near you as well. That's going to make it a little easier in case you need to grab onto. Make sure you're breathing through this movement as well. Very easy to hold your breath. It's very challenging. Good. Go ahead and finish one more repetition wherever you're at. Very nice. We'll switch to the other side. Same exact thing. Of course, we're going to switch our legs though, so we don't build up one side. Nice and controlled tapping. Ideally, the top of that cushion on our chair, standing back up nice and tall. Something I should note too, and I do mention this sometimes, one leg might be a little bit more iffier than the other. My right leg's tougher to balance on because the way my ankle's kind of built. So something you might notice in yourself is one side's more difficult. Good. Finish one more repetition on that side. Very nice. Go ahead and come up out of that position. Take another breath. That was a lot of leg strength plus the balance, so great work. We're going to finish with a little bit of cool down stretching to get you guys on your way. Go ahead and move back to that split stance we were in earlier. The difference between this one, though, is we're going to have our back heel planted directly into the ground. Front knee still going to be bent. This time, though, we're going to focus on pushing that front knee forward, trying to keep our chest up nice and tall. Feel free to hold on to that chair if you need it. Otherwise, you can hang nice and free. We're going to take a few good breaths, and you should feel this in the back of your calf here. Back of your calf. Keep that heel planted. The leg that's behind, yep. Do you feel it there? Back a little bit, good. Go ahead and come off that side. We're going to repeat on the other side. Front knee bent, back heel planted directly in the ground. Front knee forward, gently push that guy. Keep your chest up nice and high. Take some good breaths. Hang on tight. Good. Come up out of that direction. Very nice. Okay, the next one we're going to do, you're going to either place your hands kind of on your back or on your butt area. This one's going to stretch out our shoulders and kind of our postural muscles a little bit. So all you're going to do for this one, pinch your shoulder blades back, push against your back for leverage, and then lean back as far as you can comfortably go. If you can really crank your back with no pain, by all means. If there is some iffiness, only go back as far as you comfortably can. Open up that chest, reach to the sky. Very good. Go ahead and come out of that stretch. Now put your hands in front. You can have your hands near that chair in case you need to. We're going to be bending over for this one. Now allowing your hands to almost be a nice heavy weight. Keeping your knees nice and straight. Reaching down and letting that body weigh you as much as you comfortably can. Take a nice, good, deep breath in for me. Deep breath out. You're going to stand up nice and tall, but make sure to do it very slowly. I like having people almost feel your spine kind of come undone very carefully. Very good. Take a breath at the top. Very good. Bring our hands all the way up to the top now. Big stretch towards one side. Very good. Big stretch towards the other side. Very good. Hands back down. Very nice. Very good. I'll take a breath. Very good. You guys are all set for the day. Thank you all for coming. Good work.